Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Namaskar. Welcome to Hinduism in Focus. Let us focus a little on the devotee and the devotee's love of God. Devotion is described as a demonstration of a great love to someone, be it a person or God. In this discussion, it has reference to God as the object of our bhakti, our love. We shall begin with the statement, God is love. There is none in this world who is without love. Love is the innate, immanent, latent, and inborn gift of God. We all have it. Love cannot be gifted by anyone. We need not work for it. We are the products of love. Love is expressed and experienced in different forms in the world. Example, love towards fellow human beings is called friendship. Love towards superiors and leaders is called respect. Love of a mother is called affection, mamta. Love for the embrace of one's beloved is called lust or desire. Love for the poor and needy is known as concern and sympathy. Love for the country is patriotism. Love for property is what it goes by name of possessiveness. Therefore, everything operates on the principle of love. But there is one form of love that is superior, supreme, eternal, and immortal, which exists between man and his God. This is called bhakti or devotion. Listen to the prayer of Bhakta Prahalad in the Vishnu Purana. Ya priti ravivekanam vishayeshvana payini Tvamanu smarata same hirdayan ma pasarpatu. O Lord, Prahalad prays, that deathless love which the ignorant have for the fleeting objects of the senses, as I keep meditating on thee, may that love, Lord, not slip away from my heart. And Tulsidas in the same way praise. Kama hinari piyari jimi, loba hi priya jimidam, timira gunatha nirantara, priyalaga homohiram. O Lord, may you be so ever dear to me, as a woman is dear to her lover, and as wealth is dear to the greedy. These different expressions for love, such as attachment, lust, desire, affection, friendship, respect, concern, sympathy, loyalty, possessiveness, etc., are all, however, worldly. They come and they vanish like passing clouds. They all come in the course of a lifetime. They increase or decrease with the passage of time depending on the position or circumstances we find ourselves in. But devotion, bhakti, love will never change. The measure of expression of our devotion to God and our experiences may vary from one person to another, but it does not disappear altogether. The innate spark is always there, and can be easily ignited. Just fan it a bit. Relationship and association with people may appear natural, but once little favors are withdrawn, or when certain obligations are not attended to, or when we find a better substitute to get the work done, you know what happened? Or when an element of doubt enters the mind, or when differences arises between you and other people, then what happens? Love melts away like ice. It evaporates, giving place to the opposite: anger, hatred, enmity, jealousy, and envy. These are the negative tendencies that naturally develop among human beings when what we regard as love is in question. Only love of God is natural and hence is permanent. We love God or hate Him, He continues to love us. Devotion as gratitude, let us address that. The 5 elements in nature are God's gift to us. His creation: earth, water, fire, air, and ether. But when they come to us, we make them commercial. We commercialize them. We want to sell God's gift. Earth is freely given to us as by God. But when we purchase a small site or plot, we have to pay property tax. Even to have a piece to bury us, we have to pay for it. Water is God's gift. Nobody has manufactured water. All the rivers, lakes, waterfalls are His creations. But when we draw the same water for drinking purposes through our pipes and taps, we have to pay water tax. Electricity is everywhere, but when we utilize it for our fans, refrigerators, and such other domestic appliances, we have to pay electricity bills for power consumption. But how we can say, well, the country has to go on economically, we have to pay a tax. But how about paying tax to God who gave us His life? What is the tax we pay for the life-sustaining energy supply, the air that we breathe? And how much should we pay as tax for blood circulation? How much tax should we pay for the senses of perception and action with which we function and operate in this world? Our devotion to God is our gratitude to Him. This is a tax we owe Him. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't cost us anything from our pocket. It does not reduce our bank account. In fact, it increases our deposit in our spiritual bank. And this is one thing, this is one way, by paying tax, by giving, that we increase our deposit in God's bank. That is worship of Him, God, tax to God. And it says, if we drop our bag or book by chance on the road or anything else, and if someone picks it up and gives it back to others, we thank that person, don't we? Yes. Then what about God, who has given us everything in life? Our devotion to Him is our thanksgiving. Being thankful and grateful is the greatest of prayer. The least we can do for this life, this gift of life from that Almighty Bhagwan. Devotion as equal-mindedness or equanimity. It is said that there is a true quality, there is this true quality of bhakti, devotion. A devotee should not be perturbed by what is said by bumps and jumps in life. We should not be elated by praise and depressed by blame. The heart of a true devotee is full of gratitude in times of success, in times of profit and victory, success in life. But we all view failure as a lesson. We should view failure as a lesson to learn from or a test of our faith. We must take it as an opportunity to take corrective measures for our own good. So devotion, love of God, is a willful and happy submission to the divine will. It is not a compromise. It is an acceptance to the will of God in all humility. This is what is meant by surrender, sharanagati, surrendering to the feet of God. Devotion leads to utter surrender. Devotion takes many forms. In fact, 9 forms have been given. They are Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, Smaranam Pada Sevanam, Archanam Vandanam Dasyam, Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Hearing about the Lord, chanting His divine names and glorifying Him, remembering Him always, bowing at His lotus feet, dedicating all our actions at His feet, worshipping Him, praising Him, being His servant and His friends are all ways of worshipping that God. Paths are many, but the goal is one. It is left to us, or a devotee, to adopt any one that pleases and appeals to us. We should remember to be a full-time devotee and never be a part-time devotee. Unlike the lawyers, policemen, and doctors, they change their dresses or uniform when they return home. We, the devotee, must not change or move away from loving God, no matter where He is. One should think of God at all times. Sarvatra Sarvakaleshu Hari Chintanam. Whichever devata we respect or pay adoration to, it goes to God. Sarva Deva Samanamaskaram Keshavam Prati Gachati. May God bless you. May we reach each and every day, go closer and closer to Him through our devotion. Join us once more tomorrow for another in this series, Hinduism in Focus. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.